Shazam issue 11 sees Billy remember his talk with the wizard about how the Kid King was sent back to the Funlands to be judged by the now free adults there. The wizard tells Billy to leave him be since he needs to uncover the latest disturbance in the land of magic. Billy gives the wizard's words some thought as he tries to drift off to sleep, and suddenly he feels his power surge and he hears voices from downstairs. Going down, he sees his father being attacked by the wizard and stripped of his powers. Billy rushes to his father's side, learning from the wizard that Cece was corrupting Billy's magic, so he had to take it back. The wizard explains that the living lightning was split between Billy and his foster brothers and foster sisters and his biological father, which weakened it by manipulating Billy's overly welcome heart. The wizard knows that Billy isn't ready to be the champion of all magic and now realizes that he chose poorly when he found Billy to battle Black Adam. Billy turns into Shazam, telling the wizard that if he wants his power back, he can come and get it. Shazam smashes the wizard out of the house, waking up the entire family who watch Billy battle the wizard on the front lawn, commenting about how they knew the wizard was probably not even the real one. The wizard tells Billy not to fight since he took the powers from the gods themselves with little effort, and Shazam is no god. Calling down his lightning staff, he stabs Shazam in the head with it, depowering him back to normal Billy Batson, but soon realizes that it's not working properly since, like Black Adam, he chose Billy Batson, so he cannot take back the powers. The Shazam family suddenly arrive, attacking the wizard all at once and pummeling him into the dirt as they demand the obvious imposter tell them who he really is. Inside, Victor and Rosa help CC, who says that the wizard told him that he was going to ruin his plans. He doesn't know what the plans were, but he knows something evil is coming and the wizard knows, he's just not telling them all. The wizard meanwhile blasts the family back, saying that if he's to stop this impending threat, then he must do it himself, so he needs all of their power back, since the invasion is at hand. In the Monsterlands, Dr. Zavanna learns from Mr. Mind that Shazam family fighting the wizard is actually helping them. He hopes that Zavanna is ready for the man, removing his glasses and stabbing himself in the eye with a dagger, destroying the locks of the Monsterland prison cells. Superboy Prime, however, is not freed, which angers the boy, who demands he be let out since he is a monster as well. CC meanwhile talks about some magic war he said he had a vision of, in which the wizard slaughtered monsters and sealed them off in a magical world. He knows that the wizard is a greater threat than anyone Billy has ever faced, as the wizard takes the powers of the Shazam family. Shazam stops the wizard's lightning, redirecting it back at him and telling him that instead of looking into his heart, the wizard should look at his own, since does fighting kids really make him worthy of his power? The wizard becomes confused as CC comes outside, saying that he knows that the being doesn't think he deserves the power or even Billy's love, and maybe he doesn't, so therefore he will make a deal with the wizard, telling him that he will walk away and leave Billy and the others alone, but the wizard screams that CC is evil and must be destroyed. Shazam calls out his name, blasting his powers through the wizard and back into CC, giving him his powers back. The wizard begins to fade into the mist, saying that he now sees it all clearly. Shazam reveals that he sent the wizard back to the Rock of Eternity as the family reunite, happy everyone is safe for the moment. Nothing is safe at all, however, as Black Adam emerges from the mist, choking CC and telling the Shazam family that if his family is to be resurrected, he needs to stand with Mr. Mind, demanding Billy give up his powers and CC will live. CC, however, speaks a spell which causes Black Adam to let go of him as the villain's soul is separated from his body, sending his astral self into the Darklands where he will live with the other Captain Marvel ghosts. CC unleashes his power on Adam, ripping the soul out of him as the Shazam family celebrate CC's victory over the villain. Billy is suspicious, asking how he knew that spell, and CC says that maybe it was because he's an adult, but his head has a voice in it, the wisdom of Solomon. Billy says that that's just one of his powers and he's using it right now, which is why he has a knot in his stomach. Billy knows that CC let the wizard glimpse the truth, which is why he freaked out, and Black Adam was going to see it as well, so he needed to be dealt with as well. Billy had hoped that his father had sought him out, but he wouldn't know a spell like that, even with the wisdom, since the wisdom of Solomon is a feeling, a moral compass, not knowledge of spells. Mary asks what he's talking about, so Billy reveals the whole time he thought thought Mr. Mind was in Dr. Savannah, but he isn't. He's been in CC all along, and now he has his powers back. Mr. Mind blasts the Shazam family, reassuring Shazam that he won't be hurting CC since the boy has made him into a champion, and now he will lead a magical revolution to unite the 7 magical lands under his control. A portal soon opens up and the Monster Society is freed by Dr. Savannah, while in the Monster Lands, the puppet is upset that he was not freed along with the other monsters as well. Superboy Prime tells him that he was left behind as well, and if he helps him, he can get them both out. He tells the puppet to remove the red sun containment unit since he is wet and he can extinguish the sun. The puppet does so and is immediately incinerated by Superboy Prime's heat vision. The villain leaves his cell, saying that he intends to kill Billy Batson. Shazam issue 11 was one hell of a cliffhanger issue to be left on a small hiatus from, as Billy and the family learn the startling secret about CC Batson, the wizard, and much more. I'm really quite happy that this huge Monster Society storyline is moving into what seems to be its 3rd act, since 11 issues so far is quite the long time to stay on the same story arc. Usually they break up after about 6 or 7 issues, but this is quite a long time, and especially with the delays it seems a lot longer. That being said, the story has been such a fun one, and I've enjoyed adventuring through the Magic Lands with the Shazam family, as well as all the drama brought on by Billy's father turning up, and it turning out to be maybe not Billy's father, or it is Billy's father, but under Mr. Mind's control, so nothing he did was actually true into what CC was actually going to do. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the real CC without Mr. Mind's control is towards Billy, whether he wanted to see him, whether he wants nothing to do with him. There are some very interesting places Jeff Johns can take it, and I'm also very excited for the return of Superboy Prime next issue, whenever that will be coming out. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.